Zombies.
Good morning, ladies!
Well, that was pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's got a voice I can do very well.
You were practicing?
No.
Okay.
I know the intonation, and I'm like, I can do that. He's got that range that's, like, insane, and I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of character I can fucking do shit with. But yeah, so, welcome to... I'm sorry, we're reeling from the end of the show. We'll get to that, but, this show is fucking insane. And it doesn't... Like, okay, the concept is stupid.
No, it's great. What if we had zombies become idols?
I'm going to save Saga Prefecture...
With zombies.
With zombie idols.
It'll be fine.
Totally. So... We open on a girl talking about fulfilling her dreams.
Of joining an idol group.
I don't even know if she mentioned that. She mentioned a bunch of generic shit about how it's a great day, and I'm gonna get to accomplish my dreams, nothing can stop me, and she grabs an envelope and she goes outside and boom!
Yeah, here comes Truck-kun.
Truck-kun has come to take you away.
And she gets some airtime out of that.
Oh, yes. So much airtime we get to go through the opening credits. Good shit.
Yeah, it was real good.
And then she wakes up and,
zombies!
There's just a bunch of zombies, and,
Except she looks fine.
Supposedly.
No, she does.
Well, okay,
She's
shown as fine to hide, because
she's got makeup on.
Does she?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, you had your awakening after I put makeup on you.
Oh.
And then just left the room, I guess. Oh. Anyway, no, so she awakens two zombies.
Yes.
And I don't mean two zombies, I mean, like...
Just zombies in general, and, she, like, knocks one of their heads off, and...
She puts a golf club or a fire poker through another one.
It was a fire poker, but I thought that she left the house...
In the rain.
Oh, right, and she wasn't waterproofed, like they
like
eventually...
later.
Yes. Turns out she's a horrific monster and a policeman who is a recurring character. Love that guy. Shoots her.
And she's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then our lovable producer, Kotaro, shows up and makes another zombie out of the police officer. Not really, though. No. He does whack him over the head, though.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, you need to get back to the house. You're not supposed to be out here. He's like, you're a fucking zombie, and, you can't just leave. That's not gonna go over well. So you have to do what, you have to be an idol, like I told you.
Yeah, and then he lists off the other zombies, and they're all legendary in some way.
Including the legendary Taiyamino. How is she legendary? Look.
That's her backstory. The
legendary Taiyamino.
And she's like, well, not everything has to be legendary. He's like, okay, fine, you're not legendary.
To be fair, she isn't.
And, so they go to put on their first show at, like, a dive bar.
That plays metal.
Yeah, because, idols and playing metal, those go together just like zombies and idols.
Yeah, no, like fucking metal idols, that's totally a thing. Not literally made out of metal, although Lord knows we'll get there.
I'm sure they're there now. I'm sure they're AI idols, something like that.
I mean, there's...
AI idols.
There's fucking...
Anyway.
I think Kazuna Ai is actually an AI idol or something of that nature.
Something like that.
Anyway.
Tai just does some headbanging, and all the metalheads are like, you can't do that. You literally cannot bang your head like that. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, and then they all start doing it. And it's just a bunch of zombies, headbanging from the hip. Like, they're going for it. Like, all the way back, all the way forward. It's fucking crazy. And Sakura fucking screams into the mic, and it's apparently a hit.
Yeah, and then the next morning, 5 of the other zombies, they all awaken to their previous selves. Tai does not. She never will.
Yes.
Unless she was a zombie before being a zombie, but, you know, there's a lot of questions that don't get answered.
Oh, Lord. We don't even get to find out how they came back to life for,
It's like episode 9 of fucking season 2.
Yeah, like, I was gonna say, it's basically almost 2 seasons before we figure out anything.
And then we still don't figure out anything.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So basically, Kotaro has charged them with revitalizing Saga Prefecture.
It's apparently got like an aging population, and something or other. Basically, they're gonna make an idol group to bring a lot of attention to Saga for reasons we will also not find out
until the end of season 2.
Yes,
because you know that's how you tell a story. Here and now, not down the road.
Just the idea that I think there was 4 years between season 1 and season 2, and season 1 told us nothing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, nothing.
But yeah, no, we find out how most of the characters died throughout the first season.
One of them pointed her finger up at a concert, got struck by lightning. Fucking sick.
Another one blew up in a plane crash.
Yep. One clearly got her head cut off. I mean, she's got the scar there to prove it.
Also, she's from, like...
the 1800s.
Yeah, so, like...
she was executed. It's pretty clear.
One of them died in a bike crash.
Yes, and another one died because she was so shocked about having a hair on her face.
Look, she was under a lot of stress at the time.
Yeah, it's still absurd. It's still possibly the most absurd.
And that includes somebody getting struck by lightning on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, dying just from the shock of a hair on your chinny chin because you don't want to get older is a little crazy. We will never figure out how Tai died.
I say we don't worry about that.
I don't think it matters. We had a running joke that Kotaro is the one who killed everybody until we started figuring out, like, it didn't... until we started to actually figure out how they died, but we were making jokes that he was the one driving the truck, and...
somehow flying the airplane.
Yeah, and then once they started getting a bit more natural disastery, that's when we couldn't make it a joke anymore. But it was still a funny idea.
Yeah.
Also, I believe in season 1, they teased the fact that Kotaro knew Sakura.
In high school.
Yes, and she made a pleasant comment to him, and I'm absolutely convinced that this entire idol nonsense is because of her. That he was dead set on bringing her back and making her dream real, and it just so happened that this would line up with we'll call him the plot device, I guess. The enabler of all this bullshit.
Yeah, Dracula.
It so happened that he managed to twist this into something that would also assist him. But I'm absolutely convinced that it's all for Sakura's sake. Completely.
Yeah. I mean, Kotaro was really broken up about it. So much so that he sought out Dracula to revive the dead.
He literally said, "Nothing will stop me, no god nor devil." Like, at the funeral, like that, those were his thoughts. Like, he clearly loved Sakura in a way that, like, it's clearly not the romantic love, it's the
oh boy, she complimented me love.
No, it's more so the fucking, it's that wholesome kind of love where you'll do whatever it takes for that person,
including shouting at them after they died.
You might not have what it takes, but I do. Fucking his rant when she's like sitting there and bitching about like being unlucky, and he's like, "Did you miss me?"
Yeah, she's like, "Just leave me alone." He's like, "Yeah, okay,
all right."
And then yeah, she goes into a rant, and then like 2 seconds later,
he's like, "Did you miss me?" And then he starts screaming his head. Well, okay, half of Kotaro's dialogue, if not more, is screaming. Yeah, and I love it. We both love it. I think the biggest thing that got us was his dialogue, constantly. Like that's why we kept. Well, I mean, we were gonna keep watching it anyway, but.
We locked out and we accidentally went to the English dub.
Oh God, I'm so glad we did it.
And as soon as Kotaro came on, we're just like, nope.
No.
Watching the English dub.
The English,
ain't stopping.
English is the way to go. Especially when the episode recaps were always Sakura, and Sakura's delivery was always great. I'll be honest, that season 2 kind of dropped the ball on some of that.
A little bit, yeah.
Some of the characters were weaker. Tai was incredible. Tai was better in season 2.
Yeah. Because they actually gave her things to do aside from, like, chew the scenery. I mean, she still got to chew the scenery in season 2.
Yeah!
But she got her own episode.
Yeah, she did. She single-handedly paid off all their debt.
But we still haven't gotten there yet. We're
haven't.
still back in the... Anyway, yeah, they put on a series of shows. They're like a flash mob at one point. They do an opening for one of them, number 3's original group.
Yeah.
And they and Kotaro sprays him down with waterproofing.
Which is I mean, obviously no one listening to this is going to know this, but well, I guess if I'll probably try and share this on
It's
Facebook.
fine, it's backstory.
But yeah, my current Facebook profile picture is Sakura getting sprayed in the face with a shoe waterproofer. Fucking amazing.
So I think the best part about this is how we found this anime.
Yeah,
because you just sent a picture to the group and you're like, "This is what you do to anime girls."
Yeah, it said what like it was a like a message thread about like anime girls remind me. Anime girls are so detached from reality that they make me think of like bugs. And the response to, or like, it's like a cockroach, and so the response was that image of her like looking like and then
and then I think a little while later, I sent a gift to the group of the intro to this, where she walks outside and she gets hit by the truck.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, we got to find out what this is.
Yeah, and
then we did,
and it was on the list, and then magic just poured out as we, mainly from Kotaro, and then just from the rest of the show. Because I'll be honest, idol anime do not interest me at all. I do not care. But this one really took like the absurdity of like how far can you take how stupid an idol anime can get, and this was definitely pretty stupid.
Okay, so going back to the plot, in the episode where they get the waterproofing, they get electrified and they shoot fucking light beams.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's just like, wow, that's so cool, but you know, like, whatever.
Wow, what great special effects as they do hula hoops with electricity.
And I think so. The first season all like is a build up to this big show.
Mm-hmm. It's like 300 people or something.
And Sakura's memories come back like 2 episodes before this show, and she's like, "Look, I'm not an idol. I'm just very unlucky."
Yeah, well, the best part was how she got her memories back, because like the whole time they're getting ready for the concert, she's like super excited. And she can't figure out why, because she, like, remembers something. And then Truck-kun arrives again.
This is his third appearance in the show.
Is it?
Yeah, because the Showa idol, she also gets hit by Truck-kun. Well, no, she gets hit by the minivan. Never mind. I'm sorry. It's just.
Oh yeah.
It's his second appearance.
Oh god, I forgot about Kotaro running over fucking.
Yeah, because she didn't want to perform.
Yeah, and then she runs out. She's like, and...
stop for me, and then Kotaro's just like, boom.
Because I think he wasn't looking. It was great. Yeah, and then she gets her memories back. Turns out she's super unlucky, and she gets all depressed. Which we kind of talked about a little bit.
Anyway, she comes back for the show, and she's like, look, if I'm with you guys, this is gonna fail. And fail does it!
Oh, dude.
It's in the middle of a snowstorm, and, like, half the venue fucking falls apart.
The whole stage collapses. And when I say collapses, I mean it sinks beneath the rest of the floor.
And they climb out, they continue their song, and everybody's like, oh man, this is so great!
Yeah.
And then season 2 is them working side jobs.
Because, like, we couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
I thought it was a commercial at first.
Yeah.
And it was not.
No, it turns out they're deep in debt, so they all had to get jobs, and they all look like...
And we won't learn about... Well, we'll get pieces of it, but we won't get the actual events until the end of season 2 again.
Yes.
Because we come back to them, and they're on their revenge tour, I guess, because, you know, this one show just bombed.
Well, they're not even on the revenge tour. They're all just fucking...
They're getting ready for the revenge tour.
Yeah, they eventually decide they're going to perform at the metal... The venue where they did the metal shit, where they initially performed.
Yeah, they go back to the dive bar.
And unfortunately, Kotaro is drunk off his ass. And
he is a broken man.
He needs to shave. He needs a haircut.
You know, it's amazing, though, because, there should be no force on Earth that can break this man. But it happens!
No, like, he is a man of steel, and by that, I mean in every possible way. That man can be anything, do anything, be shaped into anything. He is bendable without breaking, but being 20 million in debt, we don't get a currency amount. I assume it's yen, but 20 million yen isn't that much. Okay, that's 200 grand. That's a lot, actually. We'll find out later why he's completely broken.
Again, towards the end of season 2.
Yeah, because they needed to perform the concert at the end of the Heisei era.
Yeah, but now that it's the Reiwa era, bad things are gonna happen.
Which we will find out at the end of season 2.
Anyway, so, season 2 is all about them making a comeback tour, where they get a radio show from the man with the droopiest pompadour.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't sit in his car, sits on his car while it drives.
Yes, literally in the middle, with his arms across the windshield. I don't know how how the man drives him around, but that's just how he does things.
Let's see, what else happens? Season 2 is kind of a blur to me.
Yeah.
There's
the Iron Frill.
Yeah.
Does the thing where they try and steal what's her face.
They try to steal number 3, and nobody puts it together that she looks like the one who used to be in their group. And she dresses like the one who used to be in their group.
And in fact, still has the same fucking name.
It's fine. Coincidences, we swear.
Oh my god. But of course, she's not giving up on From Shushu because...
I mean, yeah, I know.
She's not even seriously considering it. It's just everyone else.
It's not even everybody else. It's just the Showa star and Sakura.
Well, even Sakura's she wouldn't do that.
She's got a little doubt in there.
A little bit, but not as bad as, what's her face?
Junko.
But yeah, and then there's the talent show.
And it's Lily up against this other childhood star, and he sings her song. And if you don't know how these talent shows go, you don't sing the same song back to back. So she does a remix of it,
which is like silly and upbeat, and of course she loses.
Because if she won, she'd be written out of the show, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't just write a character out of the show like that, especially when, you know...
Yeah, but then there's a growth moment for the kid, whose first name is Light, which always makes me think of Light Yagami, and I'm like, that kid's going places and none of them are good.
No, they're great. What are you talking about anyway?
At least he can't kill Fransushi with the Death Note.
He could try.
It wouldn't work.
I mean, you're not wrong. And then we get the Thai episode where it's just her day of going shopping, and then she ends up at like a dance contest and she wins.
Yep.
You know, we forgot about the recurring chicken man.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it. In season 1, they do a commercial for this famous chicken place, and Thai attacks the man in the chicken suit.
And it all turns out well.
Somehow.
It's fine. Anyway, so Thai beats the chicken man in a dance-off.
Yep.
And she's like, I don't want the money. I just want the onions that came with winning. And our recurring police officer guy shows up. He's like, well, if you don't know what to do with the money, follow me. And he takes him to like a gambling house on boat races.
Yeah.
And through a series of bumbles, Thai makes a bid on the race.
She fucking sucks on a pen, sneezes out the ink onto a betting ticket, puts it into the machine, and it somehow bets on...
Like, the first 3 people in the race, and yeah, she wins. She comes home with 20 million, and everybody's just like, oh, wow, we're out of debt now.
Yeah, just solved.
Also a whole bunch of onions, but that's beside the point.
I mean, Thai got the shopping done. The dog helped. The dog's more sentient than I think anyone. And also transformed. We didn't talk about the fucking dog. The dog, I don't understand what the dog is.
It's a dog who happens to be a zombie who changes art styles.
I was gonna... No, not even art styles. Changes type of dog.
Well, you know, that's what dogs do.
Like, sometimes it's the poofy dog, poofy tiny dog, and sometimes it's a full-blown, I don't know what the fuck.
It's an attack dog.
Yeah. And we'll just revert back and forth. It was a great part of the opening to season 1. Just constantly eating things. Yeah. Also in the show.
Yeah, like there'd be a bird and it'd be gone in the next shot.
It's great. And then we had... What's her name? Mai Mai?
Her name was Mai Mai. Number 7.
Yes.
Who joined for a show at school.
Yeah.
And then quit.
Well, because she accidentally walked into the men's side of the bathhouse, and Kotaro happened to be there and had apparently dropped his soap.
I think he was trying to grab his soap, and
then he squeezed it, and it dropped behind him, and she stepped on it, slipped, hit her head, and he went, oh my god, I think she's dead. Not a problem. I have a fix for this.
I've got this burlap sack, gonna bring it home. And everybody else is just like, you didn't commit a murder, did you? And he's just like, no! I swear!
This was not my fault, and it really wasn't. But he also took the body from the scene, so, you know, that's not great. But it turns out that she's alive.
Yeah.
And they all berate him because they're like, you didn't check? And he's like,
And the best one is like after she finds out they're all zombies, the one from the 1800s is like, well, we got one choice. Kill her.
Yeah.
Just immediately.
And it's like, yeah, so she becomes a temporary member, which she sucks at. But she eventually gets good enough to do one show and then promptly quits because you can't add another character into this dynamic for no reason.
The show explains it away as like they're doing it all for a different reason than why she wants to do it.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't live up to their standards.
Yeah, I guess. But she made a point of, like, you know, Mai's still alive and thus has a life to live. All the members of Front Shushu are dead. And so their priorities are different.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But... You know, we didn't talk about,
There are a whole lot of things we didn't talk about.
We didn't talk about Kotaro's occasional forays into their weird competitions that they were a part of. Like the fucking Saga, like mud competition, where he would get up on mic and be like, "Hi, what's your name? I'm Kotaro."
Do you want to say anything? No.
No. Or
oh yeah, it's a mud competition. You gotta ride a bike across like a 2x4.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh well, at least we'll get to see him covered in mud, and he just does it perfectly.
Oh yeah, no, nails it. And then they're like, well, and then with the diving, they're like, maybe you'll fucking nail it. And I think he fails the dive.
Does he even go up for the dive?
Thought he did.
I don't think he went up for the dive because it's like,
I don't know. But the other part that was great was him taking part in the talent competition. Hi, I'm doing a mudfish during mating season.
And for some reason that didn't win.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was great. Kotaro's incredible because he's got this confidence bordering on insanity. And then you put him on a mic, and he just dies. And I kind of love it.
Yeah, no, it's real good.
But anyway, we need to close out season 2.
Yeah, so the next 2 episodes is a 2-parter where we go back in time to when Saga was refounded.
Yeah, well, it was absorbed into Nagasaki.
Yeah, 2 different prefectures, and then there's this guy going around handing out flyers like, hey, we need to go back to the way it was, make Saga great again. Or so, I don't know.
Yeah. It's
my granddad's fucking dying.
but he's all about Saga, and the zombie dog's there, and that's when we start putting the pieces together, and we realize that the grandpa is... We've been seeing Kotaro go to this bar with this man who is basically Dracula. And it's been clear that the Dracula man is in on things, but we haven't understood to what capacity. And these episodes start to put together that it's like, oh, he might be the one that made this happen. At least bring the dead back to life, because he's got the zombie dog like to begin with.
Yeah. And in the past, they're like, he's like, yeah, my granddad even had powers or something like that. And like there's a throwaway line like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and because Saga's getting weakened, he is also weakened. His life force is Saga's. It's weird.
He's basically the equivalent of Marie from Persona 4, where she's tied to that area.
Yeah.
Because the fact that, fuck, what is that town even called?
P4?
Yes.
Inaba.
Because Inaba getting consumed by the fog damaged Marie. I remember that.
See, I didn't do her quest line stuff. I didn't get any of that.
I did.
Anyway.
I'm crazy. Anyway.
We also get to see, oh god, what's her name? Number 5. I don't know her actual name. Oh, Yagiri.
There we go.
It's right there.
Yep.
We get her first and second episode. At the end of season 2.
Yes, we finally get an explanation for how she's tied to Saga.
And yeah, no, she was helping this guy who wanted to bring Saga back, and she takes the blame for it and gets beheaded.
Well, because he ends up inciting a bunch of the old samurai class that are like, we're just gonna kill our way to a new Saga, and then it turns out his friend is actually an assassin, like a government assassin who's supposed to kill people for rebellion and shit, and almost kills the friend until it turns out the fucking oh god, what is it called? It's not a. I know it's not a guitar.
Oh. Yeah, fuck the instrument.
It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I hate that feeling. Whatever. There's a sword in it, and she pulls it out, and it turns out that she was also kind of an assassin, I guess, and kills what's his face, the secret ninja man, helps the guy who wants to restore Saga get away for a while, and however it happened, he ended up being successful in getting Saga restored as a prefecture, and
yeah, it only took him a couple months too.
Yeah, and
then year and a few months.
Yeah, and then she got beheaded for everything that happened. So that was fun. And
yeah.
Then we find out how the failed concert happened.
Yeah, we get to see all the time leading up to it from the end of season 1 to the concert.
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything that happens in that. Aside from
they train, they get ready.
Kotaro doesn't sell any tickets until the day of.
Because he's a moron. And
he's like, it's gonna be legendary.
Just like Ty. And just like Ty, it flopped.
And so 1 year later, they're like, hey, guess what we're gonna do?
We're gonna do it again. The same show, same venue. And he's like, I'm gonna do things differently. But
you guys have been making a lot of connections.
I'm gonna go and do that episode opens up on him surrounded by squid, washed up on a pier, and he coughs out a squid and then gets attacked by eagles.
And they steal his clothes.
It's so fucking weird. I don't understand what that was. There was no explanation for what he was doing.
He was being Kotaro.
I made the joke that he was, because he's like, I've been out there advertising, and I was like, that's what he was doing. And he meets up with the old barman who's dying because Saga's dying, and he's like, the bad times are coming, and a fucking typhoon just like fucks up Saga.
Yeah, it steals his house.
Literally. Takes it out to sea.
Yeah, and then it kind of just like washes him back up into Saga somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the whole fucking thing collapses. And
so they get to hang out at a what is it, like a grocery store mall thing?
Yeah.
Because that's where all the refugees are. And during the day, they're doing like odd jobs to help out.
Yeah.
And then at night, they put on shows.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, their makeup is running out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, what little they had, I guess.
Yeah, so they put on a special show where they wear masks and pretend to be dolls, and then those immediately break.
Yep.
And the kids are like, you're not zombies, you're Franshushu. Zombies are scary, they eat people. You haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Ty. Ty might have eaten somebody.
Oh, she certainly munches on people from time to time.
Also, there's a recurring character we forgot was the reporter guy, who's slowly putting together that all these people are either like copies, or they are in fact them.
He's figured out that they're all dead, and so he's like, So Kotaro is at EFS, and he approaches Kotaro and is like, I know what you're doing. I know these girls are dead. How dare you profit off the dead? And Kotaro's like... Because, like, Kotaro's not trying to profit off of bring dead people back. But he also doesn't really explain himself.
Yeah, he's just like, run whatever story you want to run.
We're performing here at, again, whatever. But yeah, so after the storm hits, everything goes to hell. The bar floods.
Yeah, up to, like, the ceiling.
Pretty much. And, so our policeman discovers the bar.
He walks down the stairs and he's just like, is nobody in there? I hope not, because my pants are already soaked.
Yeah, and then Kotaro starts screaming, but his mouth's underwater, so it's just gurgling. But yeah, they get him out, and the old man gets taken to the hospital, and Kotaro runs the fuck off, because he has to get Front Shushu back. And, it's like, we're still doing the show. And so we watch him go to the entire group of government officials that are trying to deal with this mess. He barges in, screaming about how they need to clear the roads.
And get transportation back up.
So that people can get to the concert.
And this works!
Somehow.
Also around this time, Reporter Man has been kind of won over to the side of Front Shushu, so he's using his connections to help out a little bit.
He's basically getting media coverage.
He's getting sponsors.
That too. So yeah, and then the performance goes off, and
goes off fairly nicely.
There's a lot of chanting from the shadow people in the crowd. Most of them have glow sticks. The occasional one is just jumping up and down. Guess he couldn't afford them. And yeah, so they're in the prep room, and the crowd's all screaming for an encore. And Kotaro's like, he's like, you guys did a good job, and then he starts to try and like berate them for getting a big head, but then all of Front Shushu is like, yeah, we know, we're not done yet. And then Kotaro drops to his knees, starts crying like a baby. And they all get outside, and then he gets up, and there's blood on the floor.
And that will never be addressed.
No, it won't! He, like, tries to, like, wipe it off with his shoe, but that clearly doesn't work. And it's really unclear whether he did the cry to, like, cover up the blood. It's very confusing. And at the end of it all, at the end, after the credits,
in the final 10 seconds,
a UFO appears on screen! And we're like, what? And then suddenly you see the horizon view of Saga, and there's just a giant laser beam, and everything explodes.
And then it was over.
And then, yes, we're done. And we're just like, what? How? And it's like, was the typhoon even was that even the thing? Because the dude was like talking about how there's a disaster coming. And yeah, we don't know anything.
Like, it just fucking ends, and it's kind of incredible, but also just, I feel blue-balled.
Yeah. I mean, zombies might be immortal, but I don't think they survive vaporization, and Lord knows Kotaro wasn't surviving that shit.
He could.
I don't know.
He's got charm. He's got charisma.
Oh my god, every time he grabs someone's chin, he will charm anyone. Doesn't matter what gender. Like, he got them into the fucking school culture festival by charming the principal. Like,
I forgot about that. I remember him charming the CEO of the pharmaceuticals.
oh, that was incredible. But no, you catch him pulling the same trick on the principal. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, I don't understand the ending. And there's really nowhere to go. So, yeah. Good times.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like, no, it was real good.
Yeah, anyway.
Those last 10 seconds added so many more, like, questions. So many more than it should have.
Yeah, and they're completely unanswerable. There is no season 3.
Yet.
Ever.
Probably not.
Alright, let's throw numbers at this.
You think that's how it ended in the manga?
This was a manga?
It's got a spin-off manga. So I assume it's a manga.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look up how many volumes of manga this got. Maybe, if I can find Wikipedia. Alright, yeah, numbers. There's only 4 volumes.
Huh.
And there's only 2 volumes of the Zombieland Saga, the Gaiden, the first zombie.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
It's weird that it was only 4 volumes, though. I mean, that
Explains the abrupt ending. Maybe. I don't know.
I almost wonder if season 2 was just all OVA. Like this didn't happen in the manga. Just season 1 happened, and that was it.
You know, I don't fucking know. Alright. Plot.
This had a plot.
Yeah, it did.
It had a goal that seemed to just be. It seemed like we got to it, and then it didn't matter. But like
Yeah?
there was some build-up. We got some character growth out of it.
Yeah. Most of the character growth was in season 1, though.
It's fine. We got some character growth in season 2.
Did we?
We got to learn a little bit about Ty's daily life. We got to learn about Yugiri.
Yeah, but that wasn't character growth.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Shut up.
The only
Let's
one
give it a 5 and we're gonna move on.
We're not gonna give it a 5.
Okay, fine. We'll give it a 4 and we're gonna move on.
Alright, characters.
We're gonna give that a 5 and we're gonna move on.
No, like, everyone was solid. Mostly Kotaro and Tai. But everyone was solid. Animation...
Oh boy!
I'll be honest, the 3D in the first season, like, first half, sucked ass.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it's very clear that Mappa was getting better at using 3D. Because Mappa also did Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
And the Chainsaw Man 3D is great. And you see them improve through this show with their 3D. It's... Because they're glassy-eyed, expressionless.
They're zombies.
Yeah, but...
That's my excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still really bad.
But luckily that's only when they're doing songs.
Yeah, which... I'll be honest, that's the part that should matter the most in an idol anime, but...
This is about zombies, not idols!
But they're zombie idols.
Shut up! Give it a 4, let's move on!
Fine. Genre strength.
Very
Okay.
powerful.
As an idol anime, that's run of the mill. As a comedy, pretty fucking good.
But what about as a horror?
This wasn't
Were you
horror.
not spooked?
No.
Okay. But
Yeah.
there were zombies.
There were zombies. I'd hit it with a 4.
Yeah, I hit it with a 4.
Alright. Dub. Give it all the points we can, which
Yeah,
is
that's-
unfortunately 2.
Still,
But the dub made this show. It was great.
very powerful.
Mainly Kotaro.
Special mention.
Shit. It's between the legendary Tai Yamano and Kotaro, whatever his last name is. Like Tai had a lot of physical humor and just expression humor, and Kotaro just can't. Like, here's the problem: Kotaro was incredible in season 1, and then kind of fell off in season 2.
He disappears for like the first half of it,
and then makes a comeback. And then Tai was like kind of funny in season 1 and absolutely hilarious in season 2. But like, man, I don't know. There's just something about Kotaro coming in. I mean, I did the opening. Hello, ladies. And just his complete insanity and just screaming at them so hard their hair blows back.
Yeah, that does happen.
And just like getting up at people's faces, shoving mics at them.
I like the one in the talent competition episode where he walks in, he's got his like floaty and everything, he's ready to do his bit. And then Lily just takes it away from him and he sits down and he starts sulking.
Yeah, no. Like, Kotaro is he's the comedic glue of this show. He's just like him coming in and breaking up Junko's fucking pity party where he kicks down the fucking door. And he's like, oh, and then has the pep talk and goes like, and fix this door. Where do we live, in a bar? Not even acknowledging the fact that he's the one who kicked it the fuck down, and she fixes it. Or even better, where he gives I another pep talk and like hands her the guitar.
No, that's Junko that he gives.
Junko, I'm sorry.
I is the other idol.
Right. Gives Junko the whole thing, and then gives him his guitar, which she then proceeds to smash on stage.
Well, he says to smash it. Or smash what's in your way, or whatever.
Yeah.
And she takes that to just smash the guitar. And then he gets them to rebuild it.
Yes, Tai helps somehow. And then his expression after she shatters it, where he's just like, oh! Oh, God, like, I don't know, Kotaro's an insane person, and I love him, like, when we cut to him, like, trying to create songs.
I don't even know what he said.
Oh,
but he does it in this weird ass voice. No, that won't work.
Oh, like, I think it has to go to Kotaro.
I feel like it does.
Which is unfortunate, because there are...
Yeah, because Tai's legendary.
It's the legendary Tai Yamano.
Don't worry about it.
Just... Yeah, and also he keeps dried squid in his pocket all the time. That part was weird.
No, that placates the zombies.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least the ones who haven't, like, awakened.
Yep. So that puts our total score at 21. It's another beyond perfect.
Woo!
Like, and I'll admit, I had a pretty great time.
Oh, I had a great ass time with this.
It's tied with G Gundam, dude.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And yet another one that I believe G Gundam also got, 2 for the dub. Because, wait, no, that's Ghost Stories. No, we gave 2 for the dub, for G Gundam. Like, it's another one where the dub sells it. So, yeah, good times. And just like G Gundam, it's, or just like other shows where we get to be like, it's great, and it's not G Gundam length, and this one ends. Granted, you won't get closure,
No, you might actually feel worse off when it ends.
But, fuck. I almost wish we didn't spoil the ending.
It's fine. I'm not gonna edit it out. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.